Okay, hi, this is theodoret eichenlaub, and this is the interviewing skills class for the spring term at CCAC with Christopher Robinson as the teacher. And this will be the final examination for this class. And the first thing you're asking is the basic concepts of social work, interviewing. It's very important that we create a working relationship with the client. You need to be understanding of the client's problems and needs. Make sure the client knows that your conversations are confidential. Explain the confidentiality to him. Let him know that he can trust you. Discuss with him what will be occurring in your interviews, such as taking notes, and explain the note-taking process to him and why you need to take these notes. Let him know that you will be discussing his case with your superiors and with other associates to come up with solutions for him. The next thing we are addressing is the helping processes involved in the stages of social work practice. These include engagement and preparation. You need to use empathy to develop an agreed upon focus of your client's issues. And you need to come up with a plan for a desired outcome. You need to put the client at ease and explore if he has had previous associations with other social workers or other agencies, and discuss those with him. Your assessment and planning will collect client data. You'll assess his strengths and develop goals for him, and you will assess his strengths and goals, and the intervention implementation is used to help the client resolve problems. You need to negotiate, mediate, and advocate for clients. That means you need to be able to go to other agencies to seek assistance for him. You'll need to mediate at times between him and another agency or whatever his issue is, and advocating to another service if he needs more services than what you can provide him. The evaluation and termination is used by social workers to make sure that you have identified, analyzed, and implemented you've implemented your plan with the client. You evaluate the program's progress with him, and you encourage him to also evaluate his own progress. And this brings inner strength to the client. You bring up the termination part of your meetings with him to explore his feelings about it, and you discuss this at length if he needs to. The next thing we will discuss will be defining the roles of social workers and human service workers in modern society. And this is evident since they demonstrate cultural awareness on a daily basis. They use crisis intervention skills with clients. They advocate issues for clients. They will intervene for their clients to help get the services that they need from other sources. At times, they will contact the media for assistance with an issue that affects a large group. They are multi-problem oriented people. The next step is to be an effective social worker. You develop a plan that will help him to be able to function on a day-to-day basis. You do this by focusing on his strengths and his abilities. You discuss his strengths and encourage him to use them more effectively. You need to make a connection with your client so he will accept the direction more readily. The next step is to demonstrate effective listening and communication skills. To do this, you can look at the client during your interview. Making eye contact is important. You can repeat something that he has said so that he knows you are listening. And since he knows that you're taking notes, you can read something from the notes that he has mentioned and then repeat that back to him. The next step is to express empathy. How do you do this? Well, need to first put yourself in his shoes. Try to feel what he feels. There are certain phrases that you don't do. You don't use phrases like, I feel your pain, or, oh my goodness, or, I see what you're saying. Never say things like, oh wow, I feel bad for you, or, you must feel terrible. Another one is, lots of people feel like that, or you're not the only one. These are unacceptable phrases for the client. To show empathy, you can sort of repeat what the client says by using different words or his own. This is sort of an empathetic echo. You can mirror the client's expressions. For instance, if he is frowning, you can reflect that back by also frowning. If he is smiling, you can smile. If he looks more at ease, you're trying to make him relax so that he will open up and tell you his problems. You can use phrases like yes or ah, not aw, but ah, I see. You can interject these during the client's time, while he is talking. But these phrases are a lot better than the other ones. To summarize, there are quite a few. To summarize, there are a few basic steps and processes used in a good social worker's interview. And I think that they are to create a working relationship with the client, and when you greet him, make sure he's relaxed. Make sure he knows about the confidentiality. That's very important. He needs to be able to trust you. So this is very important. You need to have several helping processes with this. And the social workers in this country are very important people. And they are sort of unsung heroes. They're not talked about a lot, and a lot of people don't realize how hard social workers do work, whether they're in human services or in housing authority or where they are working. They could be working in a hospital. Their roles vary, and their roles are very stressful. And that's all I need to say. Thank you.